They announced the details of the penalty. We just heard from head coach Anthony Noreen in the Florane Chiropractic Coaches Corner, and he mentioned how there were not many penalties called in last night's game, and already we have one here in the opening half. And if they center, they fire and score, and it's 1-0 as the Buccaneers will take the lead in the opening minute. 19-11 left to go in the Nebraska Lottery first period, and a similar looking play to what the Bucs found last night. They had a 2-on-1 rush that converted into a goal last night. Tonight, Braden Rourke has scored here on the power play. And it went right across. Graham Gamache was trying to get back to the far side post. Offensive end face-off outside of the Storm's offensive end, and drifting back into the defensive zone. Now look out, off a turnover, they fire and score again, and it's Ryman. It's 2-0. Well, the Storm should have been able to control that play that time, and Ryman scored last night in the third period, 9th of the year. Now he has his 10th of the season, and just like last night, the Des Moines Buccaneers come into this building and take a 2-0 lead in the first period and score a shorthanded goal. Tri-City force overtime, and the Buccaneers won it. Storm look to play here in from center. They have it. Philip Savoy makes a move up the wing, fires it in on goal, and the net came off there, but Jan Korik has it. Pulls up in the corner. Snow Shower gives a pass. Constance holding the line. Ashcroft shooting it in front, and they got the tip, and it goes wide. Just off the left pad of Jan Korik into the corner. Bump looking to race it down with Richard and Kieran Savory in the top line out for the Storm. Down low, they center in front, they fire it on Korik, and what a save made with the pads. Threw it down behind the Buccaneer net. Tri-City looks to force a turnover. It's played along the far side of the building. They've done just that. Here we go. Severian's open in front. Can they get it to him? It's free. In on goal. Korik shut it down, and it goes in. Tri-City believes they've scored. Richard is celebrating. Sean McEwen in the corner also celebrating. And I think they saw this puck go in. We may have to have another look. The call on the ice is no goal, and they're going straight to the review. After the review, the call is no goal, and it remains a 2-0 lead for the Buccaneers. Castro Distributing has the instant replay. That one bouncing around, and it's underneath Korik. And you can't tell definitively where it is. It's underneath him for sure. Blaise Savoy out through center, looking for a stretch play up to Graham Gamache. He's found him. And then taken away by Des Moines. Pino back and forth with Bump behind the play. Look out, but they're onside. They fire and score, and it's 3-0. It's Kupko on a similar odd man rush to how the Buccaneers scored their opening goal. And Storm down by 3. 17th of the year for Kupko. And once more, we see the transition game hindering the Storm. Down by 3 here early on in the second period. Opening 5 minutes of the middle period. Play by Constance. He goes forward along the logo at center. Gives a good pass to Alex Bump. Here's Bump, top of the left circle. Shoots it in front. They got the tip. Korik is looking for it. And it's taken by the Buccaneers. They will survive. It's Gamache holding the line. They set up. They give to Adams. Tanner Adams swings a pass down low. They'll find Gardner to Gamache to Ashcroft. Warner calling for it. They fire with Ashcroft. And on goal. Covered up by Korik and no further play. Tornquist finding Bump. Bump will wait, back to Tornquist, across he goes, Connolly fires it, kicked out by Korik. Jan Korik with a save, they center in front, what a save made by Korik, another drive in on goal, it's around, bouncing on the ice, eventually played by Van Rooyen, he looks to clear, and it's held onside. Connolly still with it. Across he goes, they wanted a one-timer, they settle it back down. Connolly, 41 seconds left in the power play, Bump is open, shoots it, rebounds there, found by the Buccaneers, and they'll move it out of the zone after Korik makes another save. Played by Owen West, the defender. They'll go across the zone, and then Tri-City goes back to find it here. Shots on goal in the second period, look out, turnover, and they'll fire it on Bearsons, he's got it. Off the wing. Tri-City back onside. Nizamea finds Gardner. Gardner waits to the top of the circle. Shoots one. They got the tip. It's 3. In on Korik 2-3 times. And finally, he covers it up. And over the red line, they go with it. They'll fire in behind. Storm netminder Patrick Sparesons uses the glass, looks to move it out of the zone. It goes free out in front of him and fouled by Tornquist. And a turnover, look out, a chance and on goal, and that hit the post. It's up and out of play. There's the Cole, full strength again. 5-on-5 hockey, Storm down by 3. Gamache moved away from the puck, and now a 2-on-1. Ashcroft, the only player back. They fire, save made, and swept away. It was underneath Bearsons. Severing off on a change, Adams to replace him. Buccaneers center, they have it high in the zone. It's West, he'll find Pino. And then stripped away by Alex Bump. Could be a break for Bump. He shoots it going down, and it goes wide of Corrick. Penalty called. And so didn't have a lot of speed back behind him. Now it's Conley behind the goal. Looks for an option. In front he goes. High in the zone to find Constance. It's Seth Constance. Passes around down low in front of the goal. Waved out by the Buccaneers. This is going to make the net. It goes in. It's an empty netter, and it's 4-0. Face off at center. And up the wing, in on goal, look out, off the post, free! And Tri-City looks to put it in on Corrick. We're in the final 12 seconds of tonight's game. The Des Moines Buccaneers with an effort here on the road to continue along the playoff bubble. They'll put 2 more points on the board in the standings. And Tri-City drops this one. They're shut out here on home ice by a final score of 4-0.